Okay, we're back on Phoenix account here and we are working through Sand Devil. So, if we remember his account previously, he was looking at Sand Devil with, he had a few champions on here the same. He had Ninja Paragon, Royal Guard and Draco with UDK in the lead here, okay? That does work with UDK and Stone Skin 50% of the time because UDK's passive only kicks in 50% of the time. So this we're doing the actual mechanics here and we're seeing how that goes for us. Now he's up at 17 on the discounter here, okay? The problem with this is the higher it gets, the more damage he does. He also then starts ignoring. Does he ignore stuff? I think he starts ignoring some of the debuffs as well anyway, but you can bring it back down if you have the debuffs to do so. The other thing is we had no cleanser on the team, so I've swapped in Elva for Royal Guard. I've swapped in I've swapped in Elva for UDK. I've swapped in Cold Heart for Royal Guard. I've also put in Paragon, built with the most crit damage. So Paragon is now our crit, or our he's kind of like the mischief tank in Hydra. Akumori always targets the person with the highest crit damage. Now we don't have this tuned yet, so if we had it tuned just right, we would have been able to remove these debuffs right after they were put on. But that doesn't matter at all. We want a single hit here in as much as we can. Stop right there, guys. Click on the link below and get yourself a free Karato Fox Hunter, as well as 4 amazing epics. Here's the exact steps of what you need to do. Log out of Plarium Play on PC. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Here we go. You'll find yourself Karato Fox Hunter, as well as Uugo, Rector, Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. That's it. It's that simple. Click on the link, follow those directions, and on with the video. Okay, and he's gotten a kill there, and that happens. The reason he got that is because the counter went too high. Probably because we're on a bad affinity for us. But we can bring it back down now as well with some of these guys if we can get the hits in. We will do this. See, that was a weak hit there because of the affinity. So red affinity right now is going to be an issue for us, but that's okay. We can get Ninja back up. See, this is the thing. We have a reviver back on the team as well, and that's going to make a massive difference to us, especially now we have Elva. We can get increased speed. We can get all of our buffs on. We can get a bit more survivability. It is a bit hinky, but that's okay. As long as we get through it and get on to the next affinity, we'll be absolutely fine. So that's all we're working towards right now, is getting on to the next affinity, okay? Now, as you can see, Elva is bringing down the, what you call this counter? The shade counter? I don't know actually what it's called, but she's going to work away at this now. Once we get on to the next one, it'll actually be a lot smoother. And we should hopefully have that now if Ninja has his turns. We didn't get it there. So we have Elva is very well built. There we go. That should be game, set, and match. Not yet. Not yet. Let's get him back up so he'll be targeted. And then we can do that. Okay, so we're through that. And let's go on to the next level where we should have a much easier time. Okay, because look, we're all blue and purple. So on to the next one. We've already improved by a few levels. Now I do not want to start, actually I can start off with this because we're out of sync anyway, so I might as well get the speed increase and get some damage on, and you can see we're doing plenty of damage there already. I want to get the heat, or I want to get the unkillable on him because he's going to be targeted again next. We can get a nuke in from Cold Heart. I don't actually think Cold Heart is the best in slot there either. We could have another heavy hitting nuker there as well, which would be quite good. We can I don't know why Draco didn't get the debuff there, actually. Just oh, I thought it went through block debuffs. Anyway, loads of poisons, brought the thing down then as well. Get another A1 on. Now, I probably could have used the A2 there. This will increase the shade counter. It didn't actually because of the level of blessing that we had on there as well. Now, if we go with A1... Oh, right, so that was a huge mistake from me there. Did you see what happened there? I hit with the A1, which is a quadruple hitter. Because I was chatting, I didn't realize she was under the enfeeble debuff, and because she was under the enfeeble, each one of those 4 hits increased the shade counter up, okay? So his shade counter went from 0 to 15, I seen, and now it's at 32 in the space of 1 move, okay? So that is definitely not something we want, and that was definitely a bit of a disaster, if I'm being honest with you. So let's get the revive, because she can bring it back down now as well, I think. Let's get the unkillable back on him. Oh, he went for ninja that time, okay? So yeah, I should have went with the A2, and this time I can go with the A1 and it's no problem. Let's get the decreased defense and weaken back on there. We'll cleanse everybody up, get increased speed on, get more turns out, and hopefully we just kill him straight away here, okay? So that's pretty good. I'll show the builds at the end. We've gone from stage 14 was the last completed to now we're on stage 18, and we shouldn't have any issues with this. So straight away the attack goes on to Paragon there. We're going to get our decreased defense and weaken out. We're going to get our hail burn out, and we're going to get our damage control on. We're going to get a nuke here from Cold Heart. We have an A1 from Elva. Now he's spread all the debuffs here everywhere, okay? So I am going to get the shade counter turned up if I hit with the wrong skill. I don't want to use this from Draco, for instance, so I just want to use the A1, which will still increase it, but it will also bring it down because Draco has a 4-star blessing, if I'm correct here. Yeah, you can see it just above my head. 3-star blessing, okay? So blessings matter so much. Now we're going to use the freezy icy hit there. We're going to use the A1 because it's a single hit, and we're going to use the A1 because it's a single hit as well, and I have no other choice there. Now this is where we messed up the last time. It's actually not important this time because she is under a protected block debuffs. That's what the difference was. Protected block debuffs can't be removed, okay? So if I had enfeeble on Cold Heart at the moment, I would have to use the A2. Otherwise the A1, which hits 4 times at random, would skyrocket the shade counter, okay? So I'm going to stick with the A2 anyway, and then we are back round to, we just want to use the A1. If we use the A2, again, it's a 4-hitter random hit. We want to revive Ninja. We'll get the damage control on him again, make him the target. We are out of our enfeeble. We can put decreased defense and weaken on there. Cold Heart can use her A1. We can cleanse everybody and get block debuffs on, and it's protected, so it's going to help us out a lot there. We can A1, which is because of his blessings. Where is he? He's at the bottom there. So he's a 4-star blessing. So the 1 hit basically balances out. Then we can use Hailburn here again. Elva can hit and it balances out and actually goes into the negative. So we're good. We do just want A1 again, but we'll probably kill him. So again, lots of headway being made. And we're back onto a spirit one, which should be very good for us. Now, do you know what, guys? I'm going to go auto and just see what happens, all right? See, the problem with this is Paragon is a bit... Oh, he's put it on himself, okay. Because he was hit, because he was the lowest health, he wanted to protect himself. Now, this is the point where we're probably better off keeping now if I was tuning this, I would turn off certain skills because we just don't want to use them. But as you can see, this is actually run into danger now because of the shade counter, not because of anything else, because of the shade counter. Okay, so let's replay that. Let's click off full auto. Now I'm going to go with this again, but it's not necessarily the right move. All right, so let's do trying to think here. Yeah, let's go with that. It makes the most sense. Okay, that was weird. It would not let me click on him at all. This is very weird, guys. I can't actually click on the boss. Okay, maybe it's fixed now. No, I can't actually click on the boss. I'm able to select my skills, it appears, but I can't actually click on the boss for some bizarre reason. So I've never encountered that one before, I have to say. This could go wrong. Now, I just want A1. Why can't I do this? Yeah. So we're getting to the point here where I can click on my own characters. This is odd. Huh. Okay, because we're keeping the... Yeah, you see, I wanted him to place that on himself now, so we could be in a bit of trouble now. We got lucky so far. Okay, he's going to use Hailburn, so we might get out of jail. What do I want to do here? I think I'll just do this, and everybody else will get through it. But that was odd, guys. Okay, so I've a glitch to report to Plarium there. I don't know what that was all about. But we've easily gone, just by making that one change, we've gone from 14, we've completed 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, we're on 20. We're not going to have any problem. Well, we might have a little bit of trouble with 20 because it is Force Affinity. But the changes we made on that team there, guys, if we look, it was a fairly simple thing. We've put Paragon in the highest crit damage, okay? So he's now at 272 crit damage. Ninja is lower crit damage, and so is Coldheart. And that's all we want. We just want a target for that Akamori shade, the Akamori main hit, basically. Having Paragon with the Unkillable there is an easy way to have that. And then Elva in to cleanse the Enfeeble off, or to provide the protected block debuffs, is doing its job for us with a very good speed at 296. Doesn't need accuracy, could have resistance, but doesn't need it, and is tanky enough to survive. And then Ninja's doing the damage for us, along with Coldheart. Now, we do have other champions on here that could be in there instead of Coldheart. So if we look at our roles, let's see. We could have He-Man in there doing damage. We could have Royal Guard. Whisper is exceptionally good here, but can also get away from you. We could have Alice, because Alice has a high blessing. So actually, Alice would be extremely good. Alice would be better than Coldheart. Yeah, blessings matter. Blessings matter so much. I don't know if I'd go with Farrakhan, although there is an argument that could be made for him. If he's going before the Enfeeble, it could be very good to have the ally attack to bring the shade counter down. Alice is definitely one to go in instead of Coldheart. The triple hitter, I would save her single hit skills for if she ever has an Enfeeble that you can't clean off. And the triple hitter then whenever she doesn't have Enfeeble to bring it down. So that's going to be very, very good there. Intimidating presence on her, I would think about changing out maybe into Soul Reap, or not Crushing Rend yet, at 6-star Crushing Rend, but maybe Brimstone Eater as well would be a good shout. So yeah, that's a couple of changes we could make there, but plenty of progress in Phantom Shogun and more to come, guys. So let me know what you think of that. Did you know about the crit damage target to be enabled to get you further in Phantom Shogun, guys? I don't know, but it is one of the most important things. So guys, thanks very much for joining me here today, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.